Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
Watch out, David. Hello, it's Average Row, and welcome back to Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. Last episode, we did a lot of side stuff, and I want to try to keep it even between side missions and main story missions. So, since we had that whole debacle with Admiral Kahoku in the previous episode, which led us to doing a little bit more side stuff than I had anticipated, I'm actually not going to do more side missions this episode like I said I was. I'm going to jump into FEROS, the next main story mission. And a little bit of a disclaimer, I am going to be doing 2 really quick side missions just to get it out of the way. I feel like if I don't finish these 2 side missions, the next episode where we end up doing side stuff is going to run too long again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to wipe those out real quick before jumping into FEROS. But again, we are mainly focusing on Zhu's Hope, that colony on FEROS, main story mission. Pretty excited. So before we jump into the quick first side mission, I wanted to plug my Twitch stream real quick because I am doing a simultaneous run-through of Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition, and it's my Clone Shepherd run. Now, if you're kind of intrigued about that, I won't take time away from this series to explain that for like the millionth time. If the Clone Shepherd run sounds interesting to you, go ahead and head over to my Twitch channel, link in the description, and see if that's something you would want to keep up with. But we're going to stay focused on Jane here, and we're actually going to be hopping into the Hades Gamma Cluster, I believe, to do the UNC hostage mission. If you remember, we heard a news broadcast about this in the elevator on the Citadel, and let's see, I think it's the Farinata system. Yeah, let's go ahead and head over here. Yeah, while I scan this, I'm going to finish my previous point. We came across this mission by overhearing it, a news broadcast in the elevator, and it's about there's like a ship with some politicians on it, I think, and some biotic terrorists have taken it hostage. So we're going to go aboard the ship and try to liberate it from these fanatics. Now, I say try to, but we are going to, especially because I know what to do. And it's really easy if you have the right amount of Paragon / Renegade. And I do believe we have enough Paragon. I gotta try to shift my mentality to Paragon because I just got done live streaming my Renegade Clone Shepherd on my Twitch channel, which I had lots of fun doing. But I'm gonna try not to make any mistakes, any Renegade mistakes in this run. That should be it for scanning. So we're gonna go ahead and board the MSV Ontario. It's gonna be real close quarters, but I'm pretty sure, unless they changed it, you can honestly just sprint past everybody and make it to the final cutscene. But we are not going to do that because I think you miss out on XP that way. Let me go ahead and see. Just make sure I have enough charm. Yeah, you need 6 charm. Oh, hold on. Let's go ahead and give you more lift. Rex, I don't think we've ever taken Rex on a mission yet, so let me take some time to do this. I want to get him his heavy armor. Then I want to get him his shotguns. Yep. Let's pump up some of his biotics just to get him throw. We'll also unlock stasis. Okay, then we got some 7 extra points. Let's just pump this into immunity. He's going to be super tanky already. And then we'll just juggle between throw and stasis to finish that off. Cool. Yeah, we almost have a half bar of Paragon already, and we've only done one main story mission, so we're looking really good in that regard. But yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 charm, if I counted that correctly. Yeah, 10 charm. So we have the requirements to beat this. I like taking Caden and Rex with me on this mission because One, it's close quarters, and Rex is really good close quarters, and he has biotic powers. And context-wise, Caden's also really good because he is also a human biotic. And the biotic terrorists are kind of frustrated with the regulations or something to that regard against their biotic implants and whatnot. Like, they're suffering and they want help, but they're not getting it. That's why they're all pissed off. Trying to remember to use my powers as much as possible.
Intruders!
Yep, we are timed, but we should be okay. Ooh, nice lift. I can't get up. There we go. Now I'm up. Oh, sorry, Rex. Good thing there's no friendly fire. Oh, I need to get my shield back up.
I will destroy you!
Oh, yeah, they still say it. Nice. Caden's down, actually. Let's go ahead and switch to our pistol. Can we throw you? Ooh, I got cryo ammo on my pistol, so the fire rate is super slow. But handled that nicely. I like the cryo though, because you can, if someone's frozen, you can hit them with a throw and just obliterate them. But we need to go in there, I believe. I'm actually just gonna explore. Pick up any loot. Ooh, shield modulator, that's nice. I think that was a 5 or 6, unless I saw that wrong. Just be the cockpit up here. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that was a longer one. Yeah, nice. Lots of good stuff. And here we go.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the
I'm not gonna skip through this dialogue because I don't want to miss the Paragon.
Chairman Burns and finish this charade.
Please, I was trying to
Oh,
help.
jeez. Again, I was like renegade mode. I went automatically down.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from
Think
side
about this.
Yeah, see, he's talking about L2s. Caden's got L2s. I think if you bring Caden along, he actually contributes to the conversation.
Look at the reparations request.
What? We're supposed to trust you?
Here we go.
I'm an L2.
There you go, see.
Trust me. The commander can make sure that Burns follows through.
Sure.
I don't believe it helps
fine, but as soon as
convince
we
the guy to
surrender,
calm
you'll
down.
double-cross us.
But I just think it's a nice little touch.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. The reparations will come. For whatever reason.
Alright, handle that. And then we literally just leave.
Right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
A 5th Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Alright, boom. 8 Paragon. Oh, don't want to miss this. Yeah, and that's that mission. Like I said, really quick. The last one we're going to do is a Mako mission, but again, I'm going to be like cutting out a lot of the dead time, like with travel and whatnot. So we will get to FEROS shortly, but let's go ahead and head back to the Normandy. Okay, back on the Normandy. I believe we're going to get a message from them once we open this.
Message coming in.
Yeah,
Patching it
I
through.
think it's Admiral Hackett.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander.
Nice, always nice to be praised. I thought it would be cool if they maybe added a different interface for the Admiral Hackett calls, because you don't see his face. I think the first time you see his face in the trilogy is the Arrival DLC in Mass Effect 2, which typically people do at the end of the game. So you hear this voice all the way in Mass Effect 1, but you don't see his face until the end of Mass Effect 2. So I was thinking maybe like they'd add like a vidcom, like they had in Mass Effect 3, where you can see his face talking to you instead of just these faceless calls. But oh well. Real quick, heading over to the Argus Row cluster. Don't remember where it is. Here we go. So this is going to be the UNC Distress Call side mission, and we unlocked it,
Message
I
coming in.
believe.
Patch it.
I think this is the information about it. Yeah.
Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failed communication.
Okay. So I believe we unlocked that by hacking into one of Udina's computers on the Citadel. We did that like, I think in the not the very first episode, maybe the second episode of this series. So it's basically a distress call, and it ends up being a Geth trap. So all you do is drive up to the distress signal, some Geth show up, and you just shoot them all with the Mako, and that's literally it. So again, super quick. Let's go ahead and land. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade Garrus real quick. He's really low on his electronics abilities. Let me give him... Overload's really good, so why don't we go ahead and give him some of that. Cool. And we need to head over there, but we are going to check out these other stuff real quick.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Yeah, the layout of this is definitely different. This looks... It was literally just on a flat area. Oh, there's also no explosion. Oh, I'm not high enough. Oh, I'm taking lots of hits. Blew him to Kingdom Come. So they have taken the liberty to alter the terrain of some of these Mako planets, which I appreciate. Like, I never had major issues with the design of it, but, you know, it's definitely an improvement here. Cool. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Should be mission complete. What was this one? Distress? Yeah, distress call. Boom. And that's it. Just like I said, quick and easy. Got some equipment there. Got a level up. Let's see. We'll go shotguns, and then we'll work on upping our barrier. Cool. Guess I should try throw a little bit more, but... Alright. Oh, that's cool! The Turian helmet, you can actually see the eyes. It used to just be just a Power Rangers-like visor where you can't see through it. That's nice, I like that. Up his damping. Hacking, cool. Okay, let's go ahead and return to the Normandy. Alright, I just got done upgrading our squad's equipment and selling all the junk. So all that's left to do before we jump into FEROS is make sure none of our squad mates have anything new to say. I always do that before and after main story missions for sure. And I try to do it almost after every, like when I'm doing side missions, I try to do it after maybe every 2 or 3 side missions. And it's especially important because I want to unlock Rex, Garrus, and Tally's squad mate mission as soon as possible. Because I want to wipe all those out, all 3 of those out in like a single episode later on. So, and you can only unlock them by talking to them a lot. So we're gonna just go around to each squad mate and make sure they have nothing to say.
Not sure I buy Dr. Tasson's.
Alright, we already heard that.
I think she's being...
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before
Oh, cool.
we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later.
See, when you're a male shep, you actually walk up to her as she's in the middle of that call because the sister says that Commander Shepard is cute instead of Caden.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone.
That's right.
What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail. Yeah. With Dad,
Okay.
After helping raise them, your
things
sisters.
were tense between Sarah.
I'm just gonna skip through it. You don't really get much Codex or Paragon, I don't think, from this conversation, so we'll just go through it. She kind of tells you about her family, stories about her sisters, how there was no mom in the picture, I don't think.
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to
You
hand.
traveled all the way home.
She's always been like looking after her sisters and whatnot,
I swear.
and she like looks up to her dad, I think.
She-
So
Before they, and she, the Williams women are decisive, but for always roaming with a hungry heart.
I never.
yeah, and she likes poetry.
Between the just Ulysses was my dad's favorite. Dad passed on a few years back.
You mean
Dead on.
And she's religious.
You is it that I believe in God?
I always do like one of these options depending on what morality I'm doing.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want.
I don't know. Actually, you might get Paragon or
Hello?
Renegade
I
from
should get
that.
back to my duties.
But yeah, I think that's the longest conversation we have with Ashley. So, already got that out of the way. See if Garrus has anything to say.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while.
Well, not as
Learn
much
a little
as
bit
you.
more about his
bet you
history.
Remember, that case was a bit.
Oh, I think this is his squad mate mission.
What happened?
But during the course of my.
Yeah, we learned about this like sketchy doctor who was like experimenting on live people and stealing and selling their organs and hiding them in smuggling them by putting them in other people. So, yeah, pretty messed up. And he never caught him while he was in CSEC. Never caught him. He's still out there, and he has a lead, and we take him up on that lead. So.
So how did you figure?
After a bit, so I went to his lab hoping to find evidence.
Yep, Krogan
of
testicles,
organ
all 4 of them.
development.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each.
4,000 or 40,000 for a full set.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the?
While I was interviewing one of
You
them,
mean threat?
one of my, I ordered. That was our big break. These people.
He was growing.
Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it.
I hope he got.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew it.
Yep,
By the
and
time
he
I
got
got
away.
The ship was already leaving.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel. They were. I told them those hostages were dead anyway.
It's not worth the risk.
They said all they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages.
Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, in this one, Garrus is very kind of, he's got a lot of potential, but he needs to be molded, right? And you can mold his morality one way or the other. And that's what makes Garrus unique when compared to the other Mass Effect 1 squad members. The other Mass Effect 1 squad members are pretty straightforward, you know what I mean?
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr.
You changed. I got the transponder frequency.
I'll check out
I was hoping you'd say that.
Nice. Alright, Garrus's is unlocked now. Rex I've always found to be the hardest one.
Shepard.
What can you tell?
All I know, every Krogan is infected.
I just want to make sure I don't know if I talked through this already,
I can't change that.
Are you people?
but I want to talk about, make sure I talk about everything.
So we leave. Hire ourselves.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay. So it's when it's when you can bring up his family.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons. Such as, I needed to get out of our system.
Why not stay?
I tried to help.
What happened?
I was head of a...
Oh, I think this is it. We're actually doing pretty good with unlocking these.
He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight.
What did you?
And for a while, we were getting through.
I take it the warlord.
No.
This other warlord was like, he disagreed with the way Rex wanted to continue their
he wanted to talk.
customs and whatnot.
We met at the Hollows, near the graves. It's as sacred
Sounds
as
like a trap to
I
me.
did. But when your father invites you to a crush,
Jared
well,
was your father?
he
Yeah, and he killed his own father.
But we didn't. That is why I left. And that's why I'll
You must have
You're
family.
trying to make me cry, Shepard. I've got some
unfinished business.
What kind of...
Yep. Okay, and this is the Rex side mission.
Before I left, I swore to recover my... Now, he's got several bases where he stole. I'll upload the data to your nav system.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Cool. All right, so we got the Rex mission now. Basically, it's like a family heirloom of armor that he wants to recover because it's the last thing he has to remember his family by.
Something I can do for
Especially after everything fell out with him and his father disagreeing on where to lead the Krogan and whatnot.
Aye, aye.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again.
Yep, she's no longer homesick, which is nice.
I'm sleeping much better now. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know.
Yeah, she's kind of concerned about
But with all the world,
whether or not she can do her pilgrimage justice, you know, because she's got a lot riding on her shoulders because she's a pretty higher up citizen because her dad's on the Admiralty board, who are like the leaders of the Quarian government.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. My father is responsible for the lives of
So are you some kind of heir?
She says no, but honestly, low-key, it's like probably the closest you can get to a Quarian princess. So, I really like Tali.
Officially, I'm just the same as
You must get off.
I probably had it easier than most
It must be
growing up.
tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry.
Yep,
There's an
yep.
unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for... If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly
The
on
work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done.
And she's not wrong. That's very true.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. Our greatest dream is that there's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, we've done our best, but I don't want
So this is when she goes into like how the Quarians have always wanted to retake their homeworld Rannoch from the Geth.
What was your father?
I don't know if I talked to her about all this. It's kind of hard to keep track of. But I just want to make sure again, because I don't want to miss her mission.
I know he cares about
Hers is different than Garrus and Rex's.
Like what?
I actually think that's all I need to do, because once we beat a certain mission, it's called the Geth Incursions side quest line, and once we beat the last mission in that quest line, we get some Geth data. And now that we've talked to Tali about her expectations and her pilgrimage and whatnot, once we beat that Geth Incursions quest line, Tali will approach us and be like, "Hey, can I get my hands on that data?" And that's how we help her with her pilgrimage and do her squad mate side mission. Oh wait, actually, can't forget about Kaidan and Liara. Well, it's kind of easy to forget about Kaidan, but anyway. But yeah, definitely not gonna forget about Liara. But I'm actually pretty excited. We got all of those unlocked already. That means I can follow, like, after last session going not the way I expected, I kind of rearranged my schedule for my to-do lists per episode. So I'm able to stay or keep up to date with that now that we've unlocked all of those squad missions already.
Of course. Have a seat.
Here we're gonna get close to Kaidan.
Close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out, Commander.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer.
He's all flirty.
I wasn't speaking to you as my commanding officer, ma'am. I don't want to send any bad signals. Just, working on what I've picked up. You tell me if I'm going too far.
We haven't had much off-duty time to talk. You have an issue with how things are going?
I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
Talk to me, Kaidan. You got a little...
I'll try to keep the deck. You know the records about the...
Okay, and here is where we kind of skip through.
Kinetics could bring in experts instead of...
Is there some...
He was like one of the first to go through rigorous biotic training at this camp. They had pretty tough teachers, and I think he was in love with one of his classmates. And yeah, this Vernus guy was a hard ass, and he hurt his crush. And in like in a feat of rage, he reacted, and I think he killed him. I think Kaidan killed Vernus.
The point of all of this, I guess, is
So why are you telling
I'm 32, Shepard. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them.
See, he's a really sweet guy, really nice guy. I just think he's very boring compared to the other other squad mates.
You're not out of line, Kaidan. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
Just trying to get
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. I mean, if you like the bookish sort. I'd like that.
Okay, cool. And we also made progress with our romance of Kaidan, so that's nice. Lastly, we will talk to Liara. This might be the first time I've come back here.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something.
No, I think this is the second time.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander.
Yeah, she's like a very nerdy and shy, reclusive bookworm. But she's a prodigy because like she's very smart and also a very powerful biotic, especially because of her lineage.
Sounds dangerous.
Sometimes until the
I think this is where she makes a she starts hitting on us and we have to like reject her.
As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appeals to me.
You don't like that?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud.
Kind of like Tally, where she had a lot of expectations on her shoulders because of her parent. You know what I mean?
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more. That is why I find you so fascinating.
Yeah, this is when she
on Eden Prime.
kind of like steps close, I think.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
You must think I am a complete
now
and
you know
utter
why
fool.
I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
You know, as soon as we leave, she like sits in her chair with her head in her hands and just like, oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I say that? But yeah, she's way like more innocent. I say that all the time. She's way more innocent in this one, and she really, after she supposedly loses Shepard, she like really goes through a dark turn. You know what I mean? And becomes a lot more, not evil or anything. Just her moral compass shifts a little bit. Oh, I'm used to going into the elevator after talking to Liara and Kaidan, but that should be it for our squad mate conversations, and that means we are ready to jump into FEROS. So strap yourselves in, because the FEROS mission is very interesting. Fight a lot of Geth in close quarters, lots of Krogan as well, and there's like Mako sections as well, and a really interesting boss fight, unlike any other boss fight in the trilogy. So let's go ahead and hop over to the FEROS system. Alright, off to the Argus Row. Was that Argus Row? No, Attican Beta cluster, sorry. I've learned to not try talking over that sound effect, because I am just gonna get drowned out. So let's go ahead and quickly scan all of these planets real quick. But I'm pretty excited that we are starting another main story mission. And this is like the first true main story in my opinion. Because Theorem, I feel, the one where we rescue Liara, I feel is a bit shorter than FEROS and Noveria. I mean, that's because it is shorter than FEROS and Noveria. Really, FEROS and Noveria are the two main story missions that are kind of... they're in the same class because there's like a hub area, and then there's like two or three different sections to it. Whereas I feel like Theorem and Vermeer are more story oriented, especially Vermeer for sure. But FEROS, really, only one important thing happens, and that's that we get the cipher. So let's go ahead and land on FEROS and see what's up with the Exogeny Corporation. I love this intro cutscene. Really adds like a sense of scale to where we currently are. We're honestly like in a city of clouds. Okay, we are at FEROS, specifically the Zeus Hope colony, I believe. I am going to be skipping through a lot of the dialogue with the locals and whatnot, but they're a colony of humans that are part of the Exogeny Corporation, which is like a business. They're like a science business. I mean, I don't really know specifically what they're doing, but we'll learn more about them as we get on. But I'm gonna explain who I'm picking for the FEROS mission, and it is gonna be Kaidan and Rex. I like taking Kaidan because the story around FEROS, like I just mentioned, is with a human colony. So I like having a human presence. So that was like, okay, I'll take Ashley or Kaidan. And I take Ashley on a different mission, so that's why I settled for Kaidan on this one. There's also other reasons that I don't want to spoil. I mean, you can probably put 2 and 2 together. But moving on, I take Rex just because I feel like FEROS is a bit run down, I guess you could say. So I like taking Rex when, you know, the places we're going to are a bit more rough because he's Krogan, you know, he's built for it. And then on top of that, he is only a playable squad mate in Mass Effect 1. So I try to take him as much as possible. So those are kind of my reasonings for Kaidan and Rex. Really, if you don't prefer either of them, taking Tali kind of makes sense too, just because there's a lot of Geth, so gameplay-wise she'd be pretty good. But I don't know, I just feel like Rex and Kaidan are always better to take on this. And Liara for sure I don't take just because I take her on Noveria for obvious reasons with, you know, Benezia being there and whatnot. So yeah, Kaidan and Rex it is.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is
Squad
ashore.
looking ready.
Exo Presley has the deck.
I would have liked a bit better armor for me and Kaidan, but I didn't get any good human ones. Ooh, I like the lighting difference here. It's much darker. Poor David here. Al Talakani.
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
Watch out, David. Oh man, poor David. Let's get some biotics going. I got some more trouble this way. Let's warp this guy. So I actually like warp more because not only does it gradually drain their health, it also makes them take more damage. So it pretty much functions, if you played Overwatch before, it functions like Zenyatta's Discord Orb, where whenever you have a Discord Orb on an enemy, they take more damage. So warp is like, we need to be like popping that as much as possible. You know what I mean? Come on, sniper. The snipers always, they like never want to come out of cover. Yeah, our pistol's fire rate's pretty slow because I got the cryo on it. Oh, got these jumpers. I'm gonna switch to my shotgun. We're gonna be using the shotgun a lot on this mission here. Have Rex take his out too. It's a big hit. Let's see if I can catch one of them with a throw. Oh, nice job, Kaidan. Nice biotic combo there. Cool. This first section's pretty linear. It's once we get to the Exogeny headquarters, that's when there's a bit more paths to take. So we'll be talking with Maka Doyle and May O'Connell in a moment. But if you try talking to anybody here, except for this guy, I think. Oh, just kidding. If you try talking to anybody here, they're all just like ignoring you, or they say go talk to Fidan, who's the leader. They really make it more ominous than it needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, it almost has that feel of that the Leviathan DLC, that first section when you're at the mining colony, where like all the locals are kind of weird. You know what I mean? But there's really nothing wrong. They're just normal people. But it doesn't give that feeling.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Okay, Arcelia. I always forget how rude she is right off the bat. It's just like, I mean, we can turn around. We can turn around and just let you deal with these guys on your own. Because you're doing so good without us. The first thing you say is like, took you long enough. Come on now. Ooh, that missed somehow. I'm gonna go in a little bit. Let's pop a biotic barrier. Dude, Kaden is so good with those lifts. I'm loving it. Gotta watch out for this, Ooh, they keep blocking me with the, Yeah, my biotic barrier came in real handy there. Let's up our shields back. Oh, these deployable shields are so annoying. Shotgun is just destroying them, though. Okay, we'll be heading down that way in a bit. Ooh, this place looks a lot nicer. Let's switch to our pistol. Dang, dude, our pistol is crazy strong. Like, I'm not even hitting headshots on those guys. Man, I kill him in 2 shots. That's honestly crazy. Ooh. Geth Flyer flew up right up against me. I gotta be ready for anything, because they may have added like certain changes, you know what I mean, to the proceedings. Nope, he tried. He really tried to charge me. The combat would be a bit more fluid again if I was on PC, but again, it was an informed decision to play this on console. I always prefer third-person shooters on PC on PS4. See, I'm even confusing myself. And I was also able to get the Legendary Edition at a discounted price. So, alright, Fidan, we cleared your Geth problem for now.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony's safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters.
Yeah, that's where we'll be heading there shortly.
What's Exogeny?
I'll let this run through just so we get a bit more
Before the
context.
attacks, they fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny.
Of course, there's an army of Geth.
Okay, that wasn't much of an explanation, but they funded this colony, so
I didn't expect this would be easy.
they're like an experimental science-based corporation, I feel. So we're, you know what? Let's go ahead and
What else
talk,
can you tell
talk
me
about
about
it more.
Exogeny?
Exogeny funded this colony.
Yes, we know that, Arcelia.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable art.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Except there isn't anything here, or if there is, we didn't.
But there is, though. There is. They just don't know about it. It's the Thorian, I believe.
What can you tell me about the defenses?
Okay, we don't need to know anything about that.
What do you need done to get this place?
This we need to know, though.
We need those Geth destroyed.
Yeah, this colony is not looking too hot.
There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Okay, again, we can ask them about him, but he literally just said talk to other people. And whenever you, I don't even know why they give us these options to ask about the colony problems, because he literally just says go talk to this person, go talk to that person. Get them the tunnels though. We do need to do as well.
Likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now,
but it would certainly help them.
Let's talk about Zeus.
Of course, Commander.
Okay, Geth base, the colony.
Tell me about your
last
colony.
thing.
Life is hard and often brutal. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
How big was the original FEROS colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zeus' hope.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The Geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Okay. So, yeah, that kind of just gives you more context. Like, they really care about this place, and they want to make it work here. So we're going to do everything we can to help them out, especially since we're a Paragon Shepherd. So you get a bunch of Paragon points, too, every time you solve one of their problems. And conveniently, all of the problems kind of flow together in terms of solving them. So like to solve them, it goes from like one thing to the other, but it's just a matter of doing them. So we'll go ahead and talk to the necessary people around town and to get the assignments and continue our work to help out the Zeus Hope Colony.
There, dear. You'll get through this.
These guys aren't really important, but they might give us some codex or whatever.
FEROS is our leader.
Do you know
There's like a mystery going on here, if you couldn't tell. Like, a lot of people are sick or are getting sick for some reason. But again, it all has to do with the Thorian that is hidden below their colony.
Hello, Off-Worlder.
Which they don't know about.
Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I can't see anything.
Okay. Yeah, so we got some Paragon from that. Codex from that. So we talked to Davin for the food issues.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger.
Are you doing anything to remedy
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I'll offer this just in case, and then go through his
But you should speak with Fide.
investigate options.
Of course, it would be much better without the Geth.
Okay. So that's the food, and then here's the water. Or no, this is the power.
Nice work with those. I still need the power cells for this generator. Would it help if I brought in some power
See, we offered to like help with the supplies we have, but it really, it's like a short-term fix, or it flat out won't work. They want to make it long-term sustainable. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
And then here's Maka.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities. Find the mains and turn them back on. Unless you plan to make a trip every few
Do it yourself.
You should speak to Fidan. I am not the one to ask him. I'd rather...
Okay, so not very talkative. They're very focused on fixing their issues here. We'll also talk to Ledra here, who's a random Solarian salesman who happened to be on this colony.
Make my supplies available to you if you wish.
What can you tell me about
you? I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here?
This place is
I can't. Why not try asking Fidan? I never thought I'd stay
Wait, we asked that already.
I never thought I'd stay in one place for
Or did we? I don't know. I have no idea. This guy's going in circles.
Here I decided to stay on.
I'll let this play out though, because it is kind of interesting bit of trivia.
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Gorat tu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra. Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case. We are named for our origins. Gorat tu is my homeworld. Heranon, my clan's country. Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
Always like that, because that's the only time you ever have the Solarian nomenclature explained, so really cool. Like Morden Solus's name is probably way longer, but we never really hear about it, other than this time.
Let me see what you have.
Of course.
I want to see if he has any licenses. Yeah, Halliot Armory. So we have all of our assignments, and we just need to do them. No point in talking to anybody else here. And again, this first section of FEROS is really just centered around solving Zoo's Hope's problems. And depending on how much you help them, you can get war assets in Mass Effect 3. Isn't that awesome? So we're definitely going to be doing that. And it all stems from dealing with the Geth in the tunnels, because the big Alpha Varen is in the tunnels, the water mains are in the tunnels. What else was there? The power cell is also in the tunnels, I believe. So, yeah, let's head over there and see what we can do. Do want to upgrade real quick. Caden's looking really good. Glad to give him that advanced lift. He's been doing a lot of work with that. What does medicine give him? Reduces recharge time on first aid. You know what? Let's just go ahead and work on stasis. I think that's a bit more important. Rex. Yeah, I wanted to up his biotics a little bit more, because he's always looking pretty good with the combat itself. Okay, cool. Almost have a half bar of Paragon, so we're gonna be going this way. Let's get our weapons out. Make sure we all have the best stuff equipped. So we have our objectives. Kill the Alpha Varen to help with food. Turn on the water mains to help with the water supply. Get the Geth transmitter and just generally kill all the Geth here. And then... Oh, that lady just got murked. And then find a power cell for to help with the power supply. And the power supply and the Varen are right next to each other, I believe. So again, it's all pretty convenient. You just got to do it. It's a lot darker than I remember. Well, I guess it's different anyway because of the Legendary Edition. I like it though. Look at that. 2 nice shots there. 2 not nice shots. One more. Okay, so here's the first of 3 water valves. The second one is literally right here. The third one is in a similar spot just further down.
Doesn't look like it's on yet. We should keep looking.
Yep, I agree, Rex. But first, let's go here. I think this is the Varen, as well as the power supply. Usually the Alpha Varen's red. I don't know if I just couldn't tell. Alright, handled that. Where are ya? Here's the Alpha Varen. Ooh, nice. Come on. Oh, he's still alive? What? Yep. Varen falls dead, riddled with slugs. This must be the Alpha Male, the pack leader of these feral scavengers. So that's the food supply dealt with. And then the power cells are right here. Okay. Autosaved went off. Nice. Getting level 5 weapons now. That's really good. So we dealt with the food, we dealt with the power. We have 1 more valve for the water, and then we just have to kill the rest of the Geth here. I think the jammer is here. Watch out. Oh, that's not what I wanted to use. There we go. Oh, Jesus, what the heck? Usually the drones don't fly on the ground like that. I think there's Krogan up here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, no, that's not the same part. Oh yeah, it is. Right. Oh, here he comes. Another level up. I think I missed. I honestly forgot I had Carnage. They're just headbutting each other back and forth. Oh, geez, I'm the only one. I didn't realize both of my teammates died there. That would have been bad. I wish I held off on that metagel. Okay, so that's the Geth and the tunnels dealt with. There's still going to be more further down, but the important part was getting that transmitter for communications that they were using. So all that's left is to kill the remaining Geth and get the last water valve. There's also a weirdo up here. Forget his name. But he's kind of like Manuel from Eden Prime. Just throw on him while he's lifted. I don't think that hit, actually. There you go, Caden. Well done, well done. Okay, we're still jammed. Oh, here we go. Okay, I thought the water valve was in here. I think I missed it. Is it over here? Yeah, here we go. Walked right past it. Alright, lastly, we will go talk to the weirdo. And that is Zoo's hope. Helped. Ian Newstead.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive.
I don't think this is indoctrination. I
You're
think
here for
this
the
is the
Geth, aren't you?
Thorian's influence.
You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for. They're a thorn in the side of the.
Yeah, it's the Thorian controlling him. The Thorian, I think, releases spores. And kind of like Last of Us style. If you breathe it in, you're like under the. You can like get controlled by the Thorian telepathically.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die.
Fighting what?
Yeah, gonna skip through. And then we get ambushed by Geth. Destroyer's still alive. Got him finally. Alright, finally made it back.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander.
These aren't trained soldiers.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. They won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Oh, got 8 Paragon. We're going to be racking it up Paragon-wise for sure. Wait, we don't need to talk to them.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed the big Baron.
Excellent.
Good news.
The immediate threat of the Geth.
I have to go.
Another 8 Paragon.
Nice work with... I still need the power. If I find anything while I'm looking around, thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
Oh, whoops. I skipped the dialogue.
You got something important? Shoot.
There we go.
Now if I can kick these power cells into place.
Bunch of stuff. Racking it up.
Now we just need... Here.
Boom. Okay. Yeah, so you get, what's that? 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 24 Paragon right there. Really nice work. Got a bunch of XP and money as well. And then we have another big Paragon once we come back here and save them from the... save them from themselves, really.
Commander?
I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here.
What can you tell me about the difference?
I don't have
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exo...
Yeah, we talked about all of these already.
Of course, Commander.
Oh, here we go.
Living down in the tunnels.
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He has... I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore. Good luck.
Okay, yeah, that was that exclamation point that was still there. Just had to tell him about the weirdo in the tunnels, but let's go ahead and take a look at that work we just did. Let's see, yep, FEROS, water restoration, power cells, Varen meat, Geth in the tunnels, all completed. Got a bunch of good stuff. So now we can finally continue our journey here to the Exogeny facility. Real quick, I want to upgrade though. What do I want to work on? Yeah, definitely gonna work on my biotics. I want to get lift myself because lift is really, really overpowered in this game. We'll just get you to your advanced stasis, and then cool. All right, and we're getting a lot of good stuff too, a lot of higher leveled equipment. But now we enter the Mako section. We could have came like just straight to the, after talking to Phi Dan the first time, we could have came straight here, but since we chose to go that way, we got all of that extra stuff. Renegade me obviously would have just, you know, went straight to the elevator, straight to the Skyway. There's gonna be some flyers here, I believe. That's it. Don't even need to talk to those goons. It's gonna head on into the Mako. How the Mako got here? I don't know.
And now to the Geth base. Ready for anything.
I like love being in the Mako now. It's awesome. Yeah, this is pretty standard, kind of just like Theorem. You follow a pretty linear path and just kill any Geth along the way until you reach the Exogeny facility.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
We're picking up a cops. There's definitely something.
Oh, that thing's still alive. I thought I killed it. There we go. I'm kind of just tanking the hits because the Mako's pretty beefy.
More chattering coming. Still no fix.
Any sign of movement?
Oh, this is a good time now that we're getting this radio chatter. It's coming from this little group that's hiding from the Geth a little further up. And is one of the most dislikable characters in the trilogy. I think his name's Jong or something. And a lot of people who've beaten this game might be wondering why I like going to FEROS before Noveria. Because there's a really tough morality check to pass when dealing with Jong, and you need a really high morality, and I don't think it's possible to get that much, to get a high enough charm or intimidate if you do FEROS first, you know. So, but I never really bother with that just because it's honestly, I'm pretty sure it actually is the hardest morality check in this game for whatever reason. Something so like simple as to what to do with Jong. But I've never really cared too much about that, and I personally like I like giving Jong what he deserves. I'll leave it at that. A lot of people don't like that. They like passing all of the morality checks if they can, so they'll go to FEROS last, you know. But I've never really bothered with that. I just think it makes more sense story-wise to go to FEROS first. I feel like Noveria has a much greater impact on the overarching story than FEROS, so ideally you would want to do it a little bit later on, you know what I mean? I just like the progression of, like, I've seen polls too, like I'm in the minority, I think. But I personally think the story makes the most sense with the progression of Theorem to rescue Liara, then FEROS, then Noveria. Because again, you want to get your full squad right away, so you go to Theorem because you don't want Liara to just be missing for a large portion of the game. You know what I'm saying? So you go to there first, and then you go to FEROS because you get a little bit of explanation and more lore building, but it's not as impactful. Yeah, you're still just chasing Saren. It kind of fills that gap of, okay, we got to continue to chase Saren because Saren was here, right? But then you get to Noveria and you face off against Saren's right-hand man, or woman in this case. You know what I mean? And it has like a good character moment with Liara as well, which sets you up nicely for Vermeer in my opinion. So that's why I've always liked the Theorem, Feros, Novaria progression, despite not being able to pass the really tough Jong morality check.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
See, you can just tell this guy's an asshole.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you, but I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing.
Dude, I don't take orders from you. I really don't,
I'm
man.
not interested in your secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Liz...
Yeah, we'll be rescuing Lisbeth as well.
They shouldn't waste time poking around.
Shut up, Ethan. You're not in charge. You're really not.
I know it.
Where's your daughter?
I love how me and Juliana are just like ignoring everything this guy says, having our own conversation. Like, he's that guy. He's the guy who walks up to your group and nobody likes because he's a jerk, and he tries to like hop in, but you literally just act like he doesn't exist. You know what I mean?
She's in there.
Thank you, Commander.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth.
Of course.
Okay. Well, actually, I might want to talk to her with the investigate options. Yeah. I'll zoom through these. But none of them are very consequential. You know what I mean?
Like the building
But once we save,
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no.
I guess not save. Once we kill all the Geth in the Exogeny facility, they'll be able to regroup with Zeus Hope, and they'll become like a big group. But we'll be doing a lot of good work, obviously.
Instead, everything somewhere at the Exogeny headquarters.
The company has to make a profit.
Okay. Then there's this guy, Gavin, who gives us a side mission.
What do you need?
We need to like look at a computer console at the facility. I'll try to remember where it is, but it's pretty easy. You just walk up to it and then deliver it to him once you come back here.
Drop the date. Of course, this all depends on getting out. I'm a freelancer.
Like, it's just the Exogeny's research data. Nothing super important, just another fluff mission to give you more XP and give you more things that you have to keep track of to do. But yeah, we're gonna hop back in the Mako, continue along the Skyway, and finally reach the facility. Yeah, I just feel like the Mako was just crazy strong. Like, we just tanked all of that damage. Ooh, here we go. That's the AoE I remember. I gotta remember there's actually rooms here we can keep going into. There's always a lot of good stuff in here too. It's really easy to miss. Okay. See, I actually drove past the first entrance already. I didn't even realize it was there.
Wait! Shut down the comm! We've got incoming Geth! Damn it! Shut down the comm!
I don't remember that door being blocked. I could just be remembering it wrong though. Okay, I'm gonna get a barrier going. Okay. I thought there'd be somebody right behind me because of the red dot on the map. Jeez. This pistol's really strong. I didn't expect it to be that strong. That's my first melee kill ever in Mass Effect. I don't think I've ever killed an enemy with melee. And I'm not talking about just the Legendary Edition. I'm talking about just, you know, even the original version. But I'm glad we're already on level 5 equipment too. That's really nice. Gotta deal with these guys. Another level up. honestly, I wish I made it a higher difficulty. And I know I can change it, but I don't know, just to be consistent, I'll keep it veteran. Maybe I'll do like another playthrough on insanity. You know what I mean? Like, there's really no point in upping it to hardcore right now. Like, if I'm gonna up it, I might as well just go to insanity. But I'll save that for a different run. But I do like, it's like not too easy. If anything, I'm glad I chose veteran instead of normal, because I feel like normal would just be like way too easy and not super interesting. Okay, made it to the facility.
Looks like the Geth are settling.
Always like staying in the Mako and killing as much as I can here.
There's no point to this unless they're looking.
Can't go in though. Okay, I think that's all we can get. Oh, just kidding. Okay, yeah, the cannon really helps with those ones. I think there's still enemies here, though, because we were still jammed. Okay, actually, none outside, but there is this back room here, which is completely optional. There's like a little locker that gives some pretty good gear, but you run the risk of getting killed right away. Because there is a Geth Colossus or Armature in there. So we just got to be careful, but I always do it because it's worth it in my opinion. I'm going to switch to my shotgun. Then I'm going to post up my guys right here. Use Rex as like a body block. Then I am going to activate barrier. Get my carnage up. Open this. Let's see. What does the most damage here? Can we lift him? We can! Told you, lift is just so overpowered. There we go. Handled that. You see, Rex took the hit from me. I'm glad I put him where I did, or else maybe I was the one that was going to get instant killed. But well done, Rex. Took one for the team. And yeah, that's that. So ideally, we'd be able to go through this barrier up here. But of course, as you remember, it's blocked off and we can't get through. It actually looks smaller. They shrunk the size of it. It used to be like a big window. But now we go down the point of no return. You can't climb in this game, so once you go down here, you are locked in for the rest of FEROS.
Looks like the Geth are settling in nicely.
Go ahead and upgrade our stuff before hopping down. Finally got lift, so we'll have to remember to use that as much as possible. Rex, get you your advanced stasis. We'll get you throw next time. But once we get the all three, let's see, do we have advanced warp? Yeah, once we get all the advanced biotic abilities for Rex, I tend to just focus on his shotgun, combat armor, fitness, you know what I mean? His more physical-oriented skills. So, and Caden, get you your advanced stasis. He now has advanced for every biotic ability. So he's honestly set for the rest of the game. He even in the last level, he'd still be very effective. With this setup. So for the time being, we'll just focus on upping his medicine to get him that advanced neural shock, and he'll be really formidable at that point. This is pretty much the halfway point, in my opinion, of FEROS. You know, once we get on here, we'll meet Lisbeth, and we'll continue fighting a bunch of Geth throughout the facility until we figure out that we gotta head back quick to Zoo's Hope, because the Thorian's there, and there's also gonna be like Thorian creepers and whatnot. So yeah, this is definitely the halfway point. So I think I'm going to call it here. Lots of good work. We got those 2 kick side missions done, and then we saved Zoo's Hope. Well, for now we saved Zoo's Hope. Got all those war assets for Mass Effect 3, and we fought our way across the Skyway to the facility. So next episode is going to be the FEROS finale, where we fight the Thorian, save Zoo's Hope, and continue on our hunt of Saren. So thank you all for joining and stopping by. Again, check out my Twitch channel for the Clone Shepherd run. Having lots of fun with that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.